Well, it's the weekend and all of our crops are planted. We we got everything in the ground. I'm talking about our corn and soybeans and the pre-emergent that we have to put down in the corn ground. That's all in as well. The our grandmother is in town and she's visiting for the weekend, so everybody's excited because we don't get to see her very much, especially with this stupid virus going on. So we haven't seen her much. She's in town, so we're all visiting. Right now, they're all over at the pond, goofing off and fishing, maybe swimming. I don't know. It's kind of crappy out today, but it was beautiful. We're going to see them. They don't know I'm coming over. I want to get Grandma on YouTube. A lot of her friends watch the channel and can show a little bit about where she grew up. All this property that we live near and acres that we work, some of those are from her family farm, and then the property that we live on was a neighboring farm that they watched and learned from growing up. So we'll show you a little bit of that. I'm walking through it right now. These trees that you see in the background on our property, these are large trees. You saw the video of us milling up some posts from my brother that came from these woods, and this is right across the road from where she grew up. Not the first house she lived in, but later on, and it was also one of the first houses that she lived in. Getting married, they built a garage and lived in that for a while. But anyways, so we're walking over to the pond. We're gonna surprise her and we're gonna get her on video. And like I said, all the crops are in. Now we're going through hay equipment and getting ready. We got some ducks yesterday. We got mallards. Only 8. We were supposed to get 16, but we got 8 of them, and we have to build a floating duck house this week for them. So we're gonna do that. What else? The hay equipment, crops are in. We got more sweet corn to plant, but the major crops are in and growing. And a little bit more spraying. Got to spray some soybean ground here pretty soon, and just keep up with the sweet corn and food plots. We put in food plots for some landowners for deer hunting purposes, so we got that to do. But the pressure's off. Feels good. So we're kind of enjoying the weekend. It's wet anyways. We feel bad for our buddy Garrett. He has to replant 150 acres. Should have a population of around 32,000, and he's only got around 10,000 on 150 acres of the ground that he works. So he has our corn planter along with his. They're trying to get it done quickly, so I feel bad for him. We're gonna help him out where we can. So we're walking over to the pond. Right now we're on the property that my grandmother grew up on, and where these trees are, where that pond is, where that pasture is, that was part of the farm that they worked when she was a kid. We put that pond in back in 2004, I think it was, right around there, maybe a little sooner. But anyways, we put that in. This property's changed quite a bit, and then the pasture you can see in the background. You can see all the grandkids running around and fishing and not swimming because it's below 70 degrees today. 60 something out now. Temperature's dropped. Hi, Grandma.
Hi.
You having fun today?
Oh, when the sun's out, yeah.
How many times did you try to come here today?
A couple.
Yeah, well, it
Yeah.
got rained out, huh?
Every time it rains. Yeah.
And that's Missy. That's my brother's wife. Where's all the knuckleheads? So we're over on the property my grandmother grew up on. Over here is some sheep that my father and his wife are raising. Where are they? Oh, there's one laying down over there. Okay. I forgot to mention, Missy, what are you carrying in your belly?
Boy.
Oh boy.
Another Burton.
That's right.
Yeah.
So Grandma, you grew up right over there in the background? Yeah. And in that barn right there, you guys raised beef cattle when you were a kid?
No.
No.
We had a couple of cows that we milked, and we had a horse that we got hay in with, forked it on.
Fork the hay on, fork the hay off.
Had the fork that came down on the wagon, took it
that
up in there.
Did it come? Did you have the one that came out of the peak of the barn? Came down to grab it?
Yep.
We caught a frog, guys.
Oh, look at what we got.
Awesome.
Look at.
We got dinner tonight, don't we?
Oh boy, frog legs.
Yes.
Charlotte, what's your name?
Charlotte.
All right.
Start a frog pond.
Start a frog pond.
Yeah, me and Wyatt are gonna have a frog pond. And me.
That barn's lost a couple of lean-tos that were off of it, huh? I remember those when I was a kid.
Yes.
I thought you guys had some beef cows in there.
No.
But right where we're standing, you guys did raise crops, right?
Oh yeah, we had sugar beets up there
What'd you do with those?
for the pigs. They were out in the back.
See, you didn't say anything about pigs.
We had pigs. They were out way out in the back of the house.
Yeah.
We had another barn that burnt when my brother Ronnie was about 3.
And that's the same Uncle Ronnie that helps me out at
Right.
the farm. Yeah.
Yeah. He was standing at the window in the house saying, hot,
Was it
hot.
really?
Yeah. And it was hot.
Yeah.
And it had a lean-to on it, and all of his toys were in it, so he lost all of his toys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Dad was in there with the tractor and had gone up the back there in the field where Grandma and Grandpa lived, and a spark must have come out, because he said he got out and looked all around to see if there was a fire, but it must have been smoldering, he didn't see it. And after he got down there, well, it took off. So we lost that barn.
Where was that one?
Just on the other side of that barn.
Because I remember another one.
That was a garage.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So there was another one just on the other side of here?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. And then the garage, well, we can't see the garage
Well,
right now.
When that barn burned,
Yeah.
this one only had the siding on it. There was never anything else on it. And that was the first year South Onondaga had their fire department. And
Oh,
they came
really?
so that they kept it from burning. Because of the
Oh,
hay
that
that
one
was
there.
sticking out. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This here one. Yeah.
Huh.
But we had a little shed that had oats in it. And our neighbor came down and moved that with a tractor before the fire department got here so it wouldn't blow.
The whole shed?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was in a hole.
So you grew up in that house
Yeah.
right there when you were about how old? When
I
did you
think
move here?
We moved there when we were 5. I was about 5.
So no Uncle Ronnie yet?
Oh, no.
No?
No.
Okay.
I was 13 when he was born.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then you and Grandpa, when you got married, you guys built the garage that's over there. We can't see it right
Right.
now, but you built the garage.
And we lived in there for about 6 years while we were building this house.
This house right over here,
Yeah.
kind of hidden behind the trees.
Yeah.
But you guys built that, and that took a couple of years, right?
It took 3 years.
3 years? Yeah.
59, 60, and we moved in 61.
Okay. And then you lived there until you guys retired. And then when you retired, you
Well,
guys...
before we retired, we bought the trailer,
Yeah.
the mobile home, and moved up north. We found a spot we liked, and in 84 we bought a lot, moved the trailer there, and it's just sold it last year,
I know, it's sad.
2019,
Yeah.
to Lisa and Chris Radio relatives,
Yep.
and they love it like we do, so it's still in the family.
You mean for dinner?
No, they're not big enough. We're gonna let them get bigger in our little frog pond. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Where's the little frog pond?
We're gonna make this
Oh.
guys again from the four-wheeling video.
Oh, brother, look at that thing. Hold on. Look at that goldfish.
Go for it.
Hold on, Jack. crazy. That's a goldfish.
Daddy?
Here,
From the
wait a
Great
minute.
New York
Whoa,
State
wait
Fair.
A minute.
Daddy? There you go,
Oh, it
ready?
is gold too.
Okay, Jack's being a tough guy.
Like this video if you think I'm gonna jump in. Don't you better like it right now. My dad caught this. Guys, that's the one.
Charlotte, is that your dinner?
Yes.
All right.
Charlotte, you better not pull. Flip. Here, Charlotte, hit it. Charlotte, look it. I'll set the hook. I went down below if you thought I was gonna jump in.
He's crazy, huh?
Yes.
So Grandma's cold, we're going back. Grandma, we're gonna make a video with the drone to add to this, to put it up and explain a little bit about what's around here. You know, where
Good. Yeah.
Uncle Ronnie lives, where you guys built.
Where you grew up.
Charlotte just caught my phone. And where my mother lives now and stuff like that. Just an overview of the farm. So we're just going into the woods, heading back to the house. A little video with my grandmother on there. And like I said, we're gonna put the drone up, get some footage showing a little bit about where things are around here, what we do, the ground we work, where the pastures are and stuff like that. But we wanted to take advantage of the opportunity of getting a little video with Grandma here. So my grandfather passed away last summer, and so my grandmother, she has a nice community of friends up where she lives, up in Cape Vincent, and they all love watching the channel. So we wanted to include her and show a little bit of where she grew up so they could all see that. So that was the importance of getting this video out. And we're pretty happy everything's planted. It's a good feeling. Some of our friends and neighbors are still working at it, but they're gonna get there. We got some rain today, but we'll get through this cold weather, and they'll get done. And then we'll all be making hay, the rat race. So like and subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.